Hi. So, this is a very grateful, thankful, and proud mother's note for the TSU. And disclaimer when I start off, I am not a debater and I'm not as structured in my speech as the TSU students and their lovely mentor Priyanka is. So, please pardon me and excuse me that little hitch. Um, so I think, when I got introduced to TSU, it was purely by chance. A friend whose daughter was going for TSU and had absolutely, loved the entire experience in just about 15 days or so that she was a part of it. This friend of mine recommended it, and I was like, okay, why not go for it? Because I found the whole concept very interesting. you know Kids do a lot of extracurricular, but I thought this was one really cool and structured one, and that's how I got my daughter enrolled. And I think right from the first class, it had my daughter Devika and me as a parent hooked. And now again, I think that's an achievement in itself. Not just the kids, but even I think our parents' attention span is so short that it really takes a lot for us to be hooked and engaged in an hour-long class. I think the way Priyanka conducted that class, and God bless her, she really has a knack. The way she kept her class so engaging, the way she interacted with the kids, made sure each and every child in that class, right? There can be some who are better at debate and some who may not be that, good. I mean, it's good is not the right word, but who may not be as forthcoming or as confident while delivering their speeches or thoughts and ideas. She made sure that each and every child not only gets a chance, but is, uh, the environment is such that he or she is comfortable enough to express themselves no matter what their ideas are. So I think, that first class for me was a game changer. It happens very rarely, but as soon as I heard that first class, I was like, listen, this is a class my daughter needs to do just by virtue of the way it was conducted. And then, as the classes progressed, I started seeing a change in my daughter. I saw, just in terms of her normal conversations with us, not even, debate related, there was so much structure, there was so much clarity of thought. And, very interesting incident. She had some class representative elections or nominations happening in school, and she had to prepare a speech. So I think first things first, Priyanka instills that confidence in her kids that, dude, we can do it alone. We don't need anybody else to be part of our speech or helping us. So she did the speech entirely independently, which was like such a cool thing for a parent, where the child is being so independent. And secondly, the way she structured her speech, she borrowed from what Priyanka may have taught them in class about how a debate needs to be structured, and she extrapolated that and borrowed it in her CR speech, where she was able to explain, she took it like a debate. Okay, this is the problem, these are the stakeholders, these are the solutions I'm going to provide, and why my solutions have that impact or why they're effective. So I was like, this is just fabulous, right? Where kids are not just doing the debate for a particular class or a particular competition, but they're able to sort of, take back from the teachings and incorporate it in their other, daily life aspects. So I think that was fantastic for me. What she said was that, she wrote this long note saying that I don't care if my kid's speech is short. I don't care if my kid's speech is not as good or doesn't have the greatest vocabulary, but I need my child or my student to have his or her own speech. So I think, that is really important. TSU dissuades using, chat GPT. It is forcing the kids to use their brains, to come up with their own thoughts, because it's only when they come up with their own thoughts and ideas for a debate is when they're convinced and they're able to convince others. So I think that has also played a really important role, which basically shows you that they are not making their kids just for winning competitions. Of course, they want their kids to be doing well and win competitions. I mean, that's cherry on the cake, but they want the kids to actually be thinking themselves. That is more important for them than mugging up stuff or just taking ideas from somewhere which will help them just max a particular competition. So I think all these aspects, um, have not only left such a have had such a wonderful positive impact on my child, but as you can note with my gushing, I am so happy. I don't think anything better could have happened to my child. Again, I say it's not just the debating skills that are inculcated in these kids, but it's the way their coaches are. I mean, I cannot say enough about Priyanka. Like I said, she's God gifted. She has a knack. God bless her. But the way she's shaping up our kids, I am so thankful along with her team. I mean, Devika's done a couple of classes with Antara, Shruti, Adi sir. We were just at a debate at Modern School, and the kind of feedback that he gave, I was like, I looked up and I said, who's this wonderful fellow being so, constructive in his feedback? So I think as a team, they are so in sync. They have the same values and they have the same principles. And all because of this, not only would I want my child to continue with TSU till forever, maybe, but also I think kids who are not taking this are truly, truly missing out, who are not enrolling with TSU are truly missing out. I would wish for every friend's kid to be a part of this. And, I would go really recommend this course to every single person that I know because it will do a world of good for your child. So there, again, like I said, please pardon my not being structured. I'm not a TSU student. I would love to be one though. Yeah, and wishing TSU and the entire fabulous team of coaches and the mentors a very, very a best of luck for all their whatever that they do, however they expand and however whatever how they keep reinventing their courses, whatever they are doing. I wish them all the very best and the biggest hug. Thank you.